Welcome to Calvary Presbyterian Church. Hi, I'm Joyce Nakashima, and this is my story. My story actually begins with my paternal grandmother who came from Japan. She was a Christian, and at that time, my mother was not a Christian, but she wanted my mother to bring my brothers and sisters to her Christian church. And so at, I think around 5 or 6 is when I first came to Calvary. When I was about in the 7th or 8th grade, some girls from school invited me to a Good News Club where we learned Bible stories and learned about Jesus and memorized verses. And they had told me that I could ride the lady's horse after a while. Well, it turned out I never rode the horse, but I did accept Jesus while I was there. I went away to college and I was not very committed to my faith. Later, when I was living in Southern California, I started attending church, and through some friends that I met there and some faithful Christians, they helped me grow in my faith. I then came back to Stockton and continued my faith journey serving at Calvary. And I think God calls us to serve Him in various ways at different times in our life. So it's not only one thing that we're called to. And I know some of the things are not in your comfort zone. And it's not just things that you're good at that you should do, but whatever you think that God is calling you to do. I have many things to be thankful for, and He's giving me much joy and happiness. I think God knows the little things that make me happy. And the other thing I know about God is He is a forgiving God, and He has forgiven me for things in my past and will continue to forgive me as I stumble in my faith and am not a good witness for Him, especially when I think of myself first and act selfishly, and when I become overly anxious. People that aren't anxious don't understand. I don't feel like I have anxiety. I just think that occasionally I get over anxious and consumed with things. Prayer has helped my anxiety, and that's when I said that I know that I can trust and I could reach out to Jesus, and it was almost like I could feel Him taking my hand. But if I always keep my eye on Jesus, I know He's there for me and I can have a conversation with Him. He listens to me and I can talk to Him, and I can get comfort and strength from Him, and only from Him. I know I need to trust the Lord for His strength and power. And like I always say, I need to keep my eyes focused on Him no matter what's going on in the world around me or what I think other people are thinking. I want to continue to grow in my faith, and not just to know about Him and study His Word, but to show God's love through my actions. I'd like to live my life the way He wants me to live it and to trust in Him. I know He has a plan for me, and not to rely on myself. Sometimes it's going to take sacrifices, and I know I have not had to have many sacrifices in my life, but to follow Jesus is to help share the love I know Jesus has for us, and that He died for our sins. In the end, I just want to be known as a Jesus follower. My name is Joyce Nakashima, and that's my story.